Everybody, so I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be telling a story while I play Roblox, but then I'm going to have to make this a short video because the tablet's on 21%. Okay, so what are we going to play? I'm going to search hobbies. So, this is a story about when I was younger. So, when I was younger, I got always told that I was fat. I used to think that people were lying to me and just wanting me to feel bad. And I thought, maybe they are just jealous of me because I'm better than them. But my mum used to tell me that people were just jealous of me. I used to just think that they just wasn't really nice people. I don't even remember what I used to think. Charlie Everett used to call me loads of mean names that used to hurt my feelings. I used to be mean to a lot of people. Now he still is mean to me. But straight as I told my mum about that, this would happen a lot often. So my mum finally came into school and told someone. Someone sorted it out. They went and grabbed Charlie Everett from the class. Because I came in late because I just was telling my mum that I'm kind of getting sick of it. So I came in late. Miss Walton, who helps with stuff, took Charlie out of class and took us into the spare room next to the staff room. We had a conversation. And then the next day, the next week, it was the same day it was Thursday when I told my mum about him when she came in. Then it was Thursday again. She took us, we built some blocks, rainbow blocks out of Legos. Me and Charlie Everett. And we did 5 of them each. So Miss had 10. And then the next week, the reason why we had to make them little blocks is because we was going to play a game where I had to cover my eyes and Charlie Everett would grab his block. Then he would make a pattern, it would go red, yellow, orange, blue, green, purple. He could do that. And then I had to copy the pattern. But first we had to say something nice about each other, and I complimented his hair. Because I like the way his hair is, I like the colour of his hair. And his hair's a silky brown. Which I really like silky brown. It was a chocolate silky brown. And every week, Miss would take us. We would of course always, literally, always have to say something about each other. And I used to get sick of it. And then he would still tell people to shut up, but he never told me to shut up. He would never tell me to shut up. He'd tell everyone else to shut up, just not me. Which I thought, oh, that's nice of him. Not to tell me to shut up. But he would tell everyone to shut up, even my best friend. And I don't like when people are mean to my best friend, because my best friend has been my bestie for 1 year. Then I have another bestie who's been my bestie for 2 years. Since 2023. And that's like really amazing, because I actually love having friends. Because when I was little, I used to have like 1 or 2 friends. I always used to be really nice to people. People used to be really mean to me. Except from this one girl who was mean to me, so I was mean back to her. Olivia. She still bullies me up to this day today, which I think is really mean, because she bullies everyone. Like, when it's PE, she got into a group because we are learning dancing, and she told Cindy that she messed up the dance. Actually, Cindy didn't mess up the dance. Cindy was actually really good. She was really good at the dance. And Olivia's just really mean to people. And I thought that was wrong. So whenever Olivia would do something, we would always tell the teacher. But when I was little, thinking this was year 2, Olivia pulled my hair. I got so sick of it that I pulled her hair, and she pushed herself to the floor. Actually, I've just yanked her hair. And actually, she yanked her own hair. She yanked herself to the floor. Then she acts like I've done loads of stuff mean. How have I done loads of stuff mean? Just tell me. People tell me to shut up 24/7, and I used to get called names. I used to hate getting called names, and I used to just react to them. I used to just go outside the classroom. I used to just always be outside the classroom. My favourite teacher would always calm me down and tell me, it's fine, just go back into the classroom and tell the teacher. But every time I would tell my teacher what is happening, she wouldn't really care. When I went into year 3, we had this substitute teacher. Whenever our teacher wasn't able to teach, because she rather had a meeting, Miss Hardy. And Miss Hardy had to go into the orchard, so it changed to Miss Sprigg. Miss Sprigg was a really nice teacher. She used to have a smile on her face every day. She used to be a really good teacher. And Miss Beecher, who was always if our teacher was in meetings, Miss Beecher would teach our class. Oh, she used to be so annoying, just screaming at the kids 24/7. She even called my mum about my brother, because she wants to teach to my brother. So my mum defended my brother, because Miss actually shouted at my brother. Sent my brother out of class for no reason. My brother don't do anything bad. My brother's actually a really good kid. He's not naughty about anything. Yeah, he'll get sent outside the classroom sometimes. But he's actually a really good kid, and he's really smart. Just people should think about everyone, that they're a really nice kid, except from if they're mean. If they're mean to you, you don't have to like them. Just don't be mean to them. Because they might be going through something at home that you don't know about. Because their parents could be fighting, or something could be happening in their life that you don't know about, and you're just making their life worse. So you're actually just making it worse than it needs to be. Because they might be struggling right now. Maybe family members just passed away or something. You don't want to make their life worse. Don't bully them. That's when people bully me, I just remember, don't get angry at them. Because one mistake that you make never goes back. Like my teacher. Yeah. She had this friend when my teacher was in school. My teacher's 26, you know. There was this girl who used to bully everyone all the time. And now she only has one friend who's really mean. And that's why my teacher, Miss Foster, isn't friends with her anymore. And Miss Foster tells us, don't be mean to someone because it could, you'll lose loads of friends. You won't have any friends. You'll have, one or two friends. So that's why you're never mean to people, actually. Because if you're mean to them, they might actually be going through something you don't know about, and their life might be getting worse. Maybe the parents are fighting, or maybe they got shouted at. Maybe they've done something bad and they really regret it. People would always tell people to shut up when they got angry. But now, my teacher, Miss Foster, if someone tells her to shut up, she's like, we don't tell people to shut up. Because she has a little bell, which really helps. But for some kids in my class, they've really sensitive, ears. People in my class, some of the girls. Edie, when Miss Foster had to ring the bell, Edie's ears always hurt. My ears always hurt. And it's really painful. Because you don't like pain in your ears. And you don't want pain in your heart. You don't want any pain. Any kind of pain. You don't want social pain. You don't want mental pain. You don't want feeling pain. You don't want any kind of pain. You just want happiness. Because people can be mean to you sometimes. But never give up on them. Because they can actually change and be a really nice person. They could actually grow up to be a really nice person. And be really nice to everyone. And stuff. And maybe someone's been mean to you, which has made them really sad. And maybe someone's got angry at someone else. They've got into a big fight. But you don't hurt anyone. You don't do anything. If people hurt you, just tell someone about it. If you're an adult and you get told something, don't just leave it. Tell them that it's not true and they're just trying to make you do worse. Because once I was having the really best day. I used to wear my hoodie in class because it was freezing. And this is this year. Since I'm in the UK and it's freezing in the UK. Everyone has cardigans and stuff on. But I don't wear school cardigans. They make me irritate. My teachers let me wear it a lot in class when I'm not actually supposed to. So my teachers let me. And now, then I was having the worst day. I got in trouble in my English group. I got told that I was being mean when I was actually just asking a question. Because Jared, in my English group, he's deaf, so he needs a little monitor that all the teachers who teach him have to wear. I'm not mean about that. You don't want to be mean about that. But he doesn't have a stutter. And went at the end of his sentence when he was reading a sentence in his English book. Then I copied after him. Miss thought I was just being mean to him, but I was like, Miss Runtree, how the hell am I being mean? When someone in my class tells someone to shut up, the person tells them to shut up back. And I'm getting in trouble for copying ah. But how is that fake? How is like being mean fun? How is it fun being mean and ruining someone's life when it actually could be bad? Like at home, they could be getting hurt at home. They could be getting shouted at. They could be getting like, someone could like, maybe they're getting like, maybe they're just having a really rough day at home. Maybe they're having a really rough life. Maybe the parents shout at them a lot. Maybe the parents can't pick them up anytime because they're too busy at work. Yeah, my parents don't like shout at me. My mum has to work because we're getting my top window opens. But my bottom one doesn't. It doesn't have a handle. So on Monday, she's having to go out and take the dogs for a walk and stuff. While the person is doing the window. Because this is for summer in case I get too hot. And she's having to pay $7,000, so my mum has to work like a lot. But my mum treated us today, me and my brother. She, went to my brother's rugby in Beverley where my mum works. There's this place, Sally's, where you can get really nice Nutella cake. I love the Nutella cake, it's so good. I ain't got it in ages, so my mum got it for me. My brother got a Nutella cookie. And I got a sausage roll. My brother got bacon sandwich. My mum didn't get much, so she had a sandwich when she got home with my dad. And yeah. But remember, you don't want to tell someone that lying because they actually could be telling the truth. Like if someone's getting punched by the parents at home, and I told the teacher about it, and then you're just lying for attention. How would that make them feel? And make them feel like they're actually just lying. Well, actually, they're really getting hurt at home, and that no one can do anything about it. Maybe the parents are really hurting them. Maybe they're in pain. Maybe they're getting shouted at. Maybe the parents are mean. Maybe they're in a foster home. Maybe the foster parents are mean. Maybe your adopted parents are mean. Well, that means you don't be mean to them. You don't tell someone that lying. So yeah, you don't want to be mean to someone. Now just watch me play. And guys, one thing, while I'm playing, just want to say, you don't want to be mean to someone when you actually don't know their story. Their story could be worse than you actually think. You might think, oh, they're just a normal person like me. Well, actually, they might be actually getting like a different lifestyle than you. Just because your life's perfect don't mean everyone else is perfect. So that's why you never be mean to someone. If you guys actually knew, if you guys are mean to someone, stop it now. Because it's actually not really nice. And you're just gonna like inhale that pain to them. Like a gunshot. It stays there forever, but you can get it wrapped up. Like the pain, you could give someone like, you could be mean to someone, you could like really like hurt their feelings. Then you could wrap it all up and be really nice to them. Wrap all that meanness up and turn it into kindness. That's what we want to do. We want to turn meanness into kindness, and we want to turn kindness into love. Kindness is everything. You don't want to be living like hell. You don't want to be like, I have no friends now. It's say, when you was a kid, you was like really mean to everyone, and you would never stop. And now you have no friends now. So now you're gonna live the rest of your life with no friends. But then you know that now you can finally try get some more friends while you still live. Never judge someone by the cover. They might look like they don't get bullied outside of school. But do you know their story? No. So don't just be like, your story's that, but then their story's actually different. Like if your story was about Tangled, Rapunzel being stuck in a castle, in a tower, then mine could be about Cinderella and a stepmom. That's a difference. Mine's not my life. Like my life story isn't like your story. Don't predict someone's life when you actually don't know how their life actually is. And if you guys actually get bullied, contact me in the comments. Comment telling me like this was therapy. Like you really needed this. And I could do more videos like this and people can actually know about stuff like this. And I could post more like this. And people could actually learn from this. They could learn, oh, I need to stop being mean to people. Because when I grow up and I turn into a teenager, I'm not going to have any friends. Or if you're mean right now and you're a teenager right now, stop being mean to people. It's not nice. And you need to stop. because you don't know people's story until you read it. Just like people say, I don't know your story, because their story might be about something which you don't have in your story. And maybe you're like, I want to get rid of that in your story. Maybe I want to have that in my story. Maybe you could be like, you get, like, you collect perfumes. I want to get perfumes. Then you'd have something in common with someone. They could gain a new friend. They could finally have some friends. But if you meet someone right now, you can't change that. You can't take back words. You've said it, you've done it, and you know it's wrong. But you've done it anyways. And guess what? Now you have no friends. So if this actually helped, just comment then put my name that's on my user right now down, and I'll be able to see that you like these videos. And guys, one thing, don't judge a book by its cover. They might look okay, but they actually might be really hard. The book might look ugly. But it's actually a really good book. Or a story. Like, it could look like a really good story, but then it could be a really bad story. Like, someone could look like they're being shouted at by the parents, when actually they have. They get shouted at every night. They get forced to do stuff that they don't want to do. Like, they might get forced to do, like, cheer that they don't want to do. Or maybe a girl wants to be a gymnast, but the dad likes rugby too much, so he makes his daughter play rugby. You don't want to force someone to do something like that they don't want. If they don't want to do it, then they don't have to do it. It's not their fault that they don't want to do it. They don't have to do what you say. They don't want to. And if they don't want to, then they don't have to. So I actually think, before you know the story, before you read it, don't judge it. Don't be like, that story's front cover looks ugly, I don't want to read that. Okay, and you don't have to read it. I could make a new story. Like, there could be one of my stories about Rapunzel, but how her life ended after she got married to Flynn, whatever his name is. I think it's Flynn, guys. But remember, if I'm going to say this now, I'm not going to say it ever again. Don't judge a book by its cover. You don't want to judge the story before you know the story. The story could be bad, but you actually think it's good. You don't know what's going on in someone's life, because that's not your life. Not your life. So since it's not your life, you can't say it. You don't tell the story. The person who knows the story will tell the story when they want to tell the story. They don't have to tell the story properly. Or anything. You could say the story and you could not get the story. But just keep on smiling and saying. Anyways, well, I know your story. Your parents are really nice to you. Your parents get you whenever they want, whatever you want. And then, actually, the parents actually don't. Maybe they don't have parents. Maybe they have to live with their nana. Isabel in my class, Mum didn't want her. She has loads of siblings that she never sees. She lives with her nana. Her nana takes her everywhere. She's not allowed to go anywhere. She's allowed to play around her house. She's not allowed out. She's allowed out, not too far. Just remember, don't judge a book by its cover, because it actually could be a really good story. Or maybe you think, oh, that book looks okay, I must start reading it. And maybe you didn't have time to read it, so then you thought, oh, that story must have been bad anyways. And then someone's life story might have been looked good, might have looked like they were okay, when they're actually not okay. And I'm going to say this again. I've said it before. Don't judge a book by its cover before you know the story. Because if you don't know the story, don't judge it. You don't know, oh, that story looks fine, but I don't want to read it. Well, read the story before you start being mean to someone. You don't want to be mean to someone because their life could already be worse. Maybe they're getting put up for adoption or something. Or maybe they've just been shouted at and grounded for 5 weeks. Maybe they've been grounded for 5 weeks. Maybe they've been grounded until the parents say so. My parents said if I get in trouble at school one more time, then I have my tablet took away from me, my phone, my TV. For a month, my mum said, but my dad said, if I hear that you've done something bad in school again because you've been bullied, well, he don't know that I've been bullied. He don't know what's happening at school. Parents think school's all fun and stuff. They think that the teachers don't shout at you. Maybe they might think, oh, school's the best for kids because they learn. Yeah, they'll learn stuff, but they'll actually learn how mean teachers actually are. You might think, this person's life story looks really good, so it must be really good. I'm not gonna read it because it looks good. And then maybe if you would have read it, you might have known what might be happening at home. Maybe you don't know their story. Maybe you actually don't know the story. Well, if they look really tired, ask them, are you alright? Are you okay? Are you getting enough sleep? If they tell you again, be honest with me. Are you getting shouted at by your parents? Did you get enough sleep? Did your parents fall asleep and forget that you're still awake? Ask someone if they've actually had enough sleep. And then they might be able to tell you the story. Then it might be able to get fixed and the story won't happen again. And then you'll stop bullying. We actually shouldn't actually be bullying right now. Because if you bully, you know what? Don't bully. I was at this past when I said it. I'm going to say it once again. Don't judge a book by its cover. I've said this way too many times, but I'm sick of hearing people bully people. Sick of hearing, so-and-so said that to so-and-so. They've made fun of them. Who's made fun of who? Them have made fun of him. She's made fun of him. He's made fun of her. You need to start getting your brain fixed. If you're bullying someone, go up to them and tell them, sorry for bullying you. I don't know your story. And I've seen a video about it. And there's actually this therapy that people might need. Maybe someone's got punched, knocked out, jumped by someone. If you don't know what jumped means, it means they come up to you, they scare you, they punch the hell out of you, they beat you up. until you're unconscious. And then you would of course just be sat there unconscious, where you get jumped. But some people can run away from a jump. My brother's got jumped before. My brother's run out. Well, my brother sorted it out. He told my parents. He ran home and told my parents about it. I think that's what he did because, yeah. But guys, you don't want to be mean to someone because you don't know their story. Every time I come up to here, I'm going to say it again. Don't judge a book by its cover. I might be like, oh, I'm leaving this video. I'm sick of hearing I say it. I'm saying this because people need to hear it. Don't judge a book by its cover. They might look fine when they're actually getting shouted at. Maybe their life is horrible. Maybe they don't get enough sleep. Maybe they can't sleep. Maybe they don't have a bed. Maybe their parents can't afford rent. Maybe something might be happening bad in their life. Maybe in their life they can't control stuff. Maybe they can't get enough sleep. Maybe their sleep level is low. Maybe how much sleep they've got is at least like 5% of sleep. 5 minutes of sleep. Or maybe 5 hours of sleep. But if someone's looking awful, like awfully tired, just go up to them. Are you okay? Is someone being mean to you? Ask them if they're okay because maybe they're not okay. Maybe they've just been shouted at at home and maybe they can't get enough sleep. Maybe something might be happening, guys. But I'm not going to carry on playing this. So yeah. Just remember, I'm going to say it again. Don't judge a book by its cover. Thanks for watching.